I'm not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi, welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test part 272. The Giant's Causeway, that's on the page 98. We're doing morning stretching. If you participate in the morning stretching, let's stretch on this. So the Giant's Causeway. Here's the picture.
So on the left.
The Giant's Causeway, located on the northeast coast of Northern Ireland. The Giant's Causeway is a land formation of columns made from volcanic lava. It was formed about 50 million years ago. There are many legends about the causeway and how it was formed. How do these small puddles form on the top?
Where?
That would indicate that the stone is, at the inside, not as stable as on the outside. But why should it? And I don't think it's because people are walking on it or something like that. It could have something to do with corrosion. That the water keeps standing there or something like that, or that birds are there or something comes onto there and then it stays there and then something like that. But they're out of granite, I think, or something like that. So why? It could have something to do with corrosion, but why is it not on the outsides? Why are not getting round like mountains do? Why should they be less stable on the inside, and why only on some of the stones? And others seem to be even a little higher in the middle and rounded a bit to the outside. Whatever. The Giant's Causeways. Causeway. I don't know what the word means. The Giant's Causeway. So it's located at the northeast coast of Northern Ireland. So there's Northern Ireland and then there's the northeast coast. So the northeast coast of Northern Ireland. Where is that Giant's Causeway? That's the coast. They don't have the ocean here, but it is directly visible. And it is a land formation of columns. So it is like mountains. That is a land formation. So it's how the land looks. It's just how the land is. And they are columns. So I think they have 8. They can count them maybe. So they have 8. They are octagonals or something like that. So they have 8 sides basically, and they are actually like that. And if you look closer, you can see.
Yeah. They all have. They look like
geometrical figures. So, and it was formed about 50 million years ago. And it happened through. So they are out of volcanic lava, so not granite. They are out of volcanic lava. And that happened 50 million years ago, that they were formed. And there are also many stories people tell how they were formed. So the people are looking at them and wondering how they were formed, and they have other stories and they're thinking about that. And no legends arise, and there are different legends how it had come to it. So what we have, the Giant's Causeway, northeast coast of Northern Ireland. It is a land formation out of volcanic lava, so from a volcano. And it's 50 million years old, was it formed, and there are different types of legends around how it might have happened. Now we're doing just morning stretching. If you're here for only new things, you can just directly go to the next one. We do. We're having the legs standing a bit more than shoulder width wide apart, and we're doing forward shoulder circles. We're going back, up, and the front, and down. And a few more. Back, up, and front, and down. And the last one. And and now backwards and front. And down. And the last one. And now we are breathing in and lifting the shoulders up. And out. Letting the floor down. And again in. And out. Breathe in. And out. And again in. And out. And last one. Now we're doing the upper plank. We've ended the arms up. And now we reach high. Pretend to take an apple hanging high on an apple branch. Take it, to turn it a bit around, and to harvest when we have the fruit. And the last two. And now, we're doing the shift up. The legs are standing wide apart. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up to a T. And we're breathing out and we're shifting over to one side. Now breathe in. Come back in the middle. And out over to the other side. Breathing in into the middle. And out over to the other side. Lifting it in into the middle. And out over to one side. Again in into the middle. And one last round, we're breathing in. We have done it. And out. Again into the middle. And out to the side. Again into the middle. And out, we're leaning onto our knees. We're breathing in. And out, we bring one shoulder in front of the buffalo, fighting its hangover. And breathing in the middle. And out, one shoulder in front. And in. Out. And in. Out. And now for last time. In. In. And out and we're hanging down. And breathe deep in. And out, go over to our leg. Breathe it in. And out over the other leg. Breathe it in. Out in the middle. Breathe it in. And out and come slowly out. Roll back and make it a backward shoulder. Now the garden pose, the toes are pointing to the outside. We're having an all-in space between my heels. Breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're sinking slowly down and placing the hands against the insides of the elbows. Now we're breathing in and we're straightening up the back. And out, we're coming up. And in. And out. And into the down pose. Bring it straight up the back. And out again up the back. Breathe it in. And out of the down pose. Breathe it in. And now out and we're coming slowly up in one straight line Now we're gonna do the C-pose pose. Have a good standing leg. Do it only if you can do it without injuring yourself. The heel of the marble leg on top of the knee of the standing leg. Breathing in and out, and we're coming down. The movies. We had The 39 Steps, 1935, Sir Alfred Hitchcock, and Brief Encounter, 1945, Sir David Lean. Then we had The Third Man by Carol Reed, and The Bells of St. Trinians by Frank Launder. The years we're going to look in a moment. And then we had Lawrence of Arabia by Sir David Lean. The Bells of St. Trinians was 1954, and The Third Man, 1949. Changing my neck. Okay, and after Lawrence of Arabia, 1962 by Sir David Lean, is Woman in Love, 1969 by Ken Russell. So Ken Russell directed, of course hundreds of other people worked on the movie also. Woman in Love, 1969. Woman in Love, 1969. Woman in Love, 1969, Ken Russell. And we're doing the closing exercise. We are breathing in and out. And in. Out. Get in. Out. Get in. Out. And last one in. Out. And in. In. And out. We have to make the names a little better. We're going to ask which geological formation is at the northeast coast of Ireland. Then we have to say the Giant's Causeway. The other one was Edinburgh Castle. That one was the Eden Project. And then we had the Big Ben or the Elizabeth Tower. So haggis, some food traditionally associated with Scotland, that is made with awful sweet onions and oatmeal. And now we have a bit time to do some artists again. We are still here. So the period referees, who was it? That were Sir John Millais, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, and Holman Hunt. Okay, Holman Hunt. And now we're having new Sir John Love. We already with was one painting the Irish family, and we had here Henry Moore. He invented sculptures out of bronze. Now John Petts, Welsh artist, engravings in stained glass. How possibly could we ask for John Petts? We could ask, what did John Petts do? Then could list some stuff, and we have to know what. We're not going to ask for John Petts. John Petts, a Welsh artist, and he did engravings in stained glass. John Petts he did stained glass and engravings. Stained glass like a York minister. So I think that is all. It means thank you very much, and until next time.